All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next competition is 3 rounds of fighting at 83 kilograms. Please welcome your first fighter to the blue corner. Here comes Jordan Smith.
She said more than that. She sees the vision grow
From the KO Next Generation Gym, it's the prophecy. Jordan Smith, 25 years of age, 11 straight wins with 5 big KOs, no defeats. Once again, the KO Next Generation. What a gym, Chris.
Great power, awesome footwork, really technical hands, kicking games to boot. Walked into the KO Next Gen Gym at 19. Everything changed for him from then onwards. A lifetime dedicated martial artist since that day. Love this kid, real classy guy, and a lot of skills, a lot of power.
And please welcome on to the red corner. Here comes Sun Chao.
In the red corner, Sun Chao is 1 year younger at 22 wins, 6 losses, 12 big KOs, and he is a championship level standard exposure.
Been winning championship belts since 2011. Every single year. National champion, China Kung Fu champion as well, world champion. This guy has been there, done that. He's got that Sanchu base. Tonight, it's K1 rules.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 3-round schedule at 83 kilograms. Sponsored by Mr. Chao. Here he sees you first. Fighting in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks. This man brings with him into the ring an undefeated record of 11 wins, opposite no defeats. He stands 6 feet tall, representing KO Next Generation Fighting. Here is Jordan, the Prophecy Smith. And his opponent, fighting in the red corner, wearing the red and black trunks. This man brings with him into the ring record of 22 wins, opposite just 6 defeats. He stands 6 feet tall, representing game legend China. Here is Sun Chao.
England versus China, EM Legends versus the Super Fight Series. We've had some breathtaking encounters, and on paper, Chris, this one could be explosive as well.
Both guys champions in different styles of stand-up. For Jordan Smith, it's Muay Thai. For Sun Chao, it's Sanchu. But tonight, kickboxing K1 rules, EM Legends taking on Super Fight Series.
Sun Chao with the low leg kick to start. Looking to back Jordan Smith up here and working, but we've seen with the KO Next Generation before, they're so calm under pressure, Chris.
I'm very intrigued as to how the game plan is going to be here. For Sun Chao, I'm expecting a lot of that lead leg technique. We've seen him chopping with the inside low kick. He's got a nice front leg side kick as well. Jordan Smith may look to try to punish him with the hands, but he's a very proficient kicker as well.
Well, one thing I've noticed immediately is that Jordan looking to check the kicks and throw his own low kicks in response. But as we've seen with the Chinese tonight, the boxing is sharp and slick and explosive from the Chinese team.
Digging to the body beautifully there, Sun Chao. Smith backing up. Disciplined guard from both men here.
And again, the exchange of low kicks, so important there. When you're against a really good boxer, take away his base, take away his balance. And if anybody can do that, it's Jordan Smith.
Smith looks very nimble here, very relaxed, very loose. Those kicks just coming up beautifully, not a lot of telegraphing. It's the best kicking I've ever seen from Jordan Smith, and that's saying something.
Well, the thing is, although he's giving away a lot of experience, the KO Next Generation team, they've got that calmness about them. They've got that confidence about them. They're all schooled the same way. They know what they're doing, and they always show maturity beyond their experience, Chris.
Looks to the body there. Sun Chao trying to open up something by going low. And I like the fact that he's working the body against Smith, who had kind of a high guard there, but into the clinch for the first time. Sometimes it answers a lot of questions. Not much time there, though. So Smith with the knee. That's what we like to see.
Chris, I've been impressed with the Chinese's boxing right throughout this tournament, right throughout the matchups. Their boxing has been superb.
Nice feint there from Jordan. He was walking forward, showed the right round kick. Little movements to try to see what kind of reaction he can get from Sun Chao.
Sun Chao looked to his corner there at the end of that exchange, and as I said, no change in expression from Jordan Smith. Calm, relaxed, good movement, unbeaten fighter, as we said, 11 straight wins, doubles up the left hand, matches the boxing of Sun Chao for the first time here.
Now, Sun Chao has been training for this fight for quite some time, for months, but Jordan Smith actually took this as a late replacement, 12 days notice, but he was very keen to come in here and show his skills. He said, I'm always training, I'm always ready.
Well, that's the thing, Chris. At the end of the day, we've got Fabio Barros in the four-man tournament, so they'll be training partners, and he won't lack for, as you said, training partners, match fitness when you're with the KO Next Generation gym, because they're always in some show or other fighting, so they're always in tip-top shape and ready to accept. But I was impressed here, I don't know about you, with Sun Chao in that opening round with his boxing and the way he's a very dangerous man who worked his own combinations, just like that.
Nice body work. That was the thing that stuck out for me. Smith was covering really high, looking for some good kicks of his own, but the body work from Sun Chao was really starting to rack up some points. Smith went for the clinch, threw a knee once, but maybe that would be something we could look to do a little bit more of in the second round. Really interested to see kind of which direction this kind of game planning goes in the second frame.
Well, one thing we hear from all the KO Next Generation fighters is they get back to the corner and they just listen to Cruz Sam for what he's got to say next. The man has got such good ability, such a good reader of the game, and you can see him there talking to Jordan, telling him what to do. He has that calming influence on him. That says it all to me, Chris.
It's a great fighter-coach relationship. One of the key things to any champion.
Oh, fast start by Jordan Smith there for the second. But Sun Chao happy to match him here.
And for Smith, I think he's going to try to get after him a little bit quicker and land those punches. He needs to make Sun Chao respect his power. But I would also like to see him use the clinch. Those guys have got a really strong clinch game there at the KO Next Gen gym. That's one of their specialties. Smith is kind of an anomaly. We don't get to see a lot of the clinch fighting from him, say compared to the Barros boys, but into the clinch, here we go, Malk.
And that said, Chris, as you just said that, he looked to get the knees going, but Sun Chao is matching him, and that's what I like about this bout. Sun Chao immediately steps up the pace when Jordan Smith does, and again, the knees from both men. Sun Chao immediately responds, but picking up on what you said, Jordan Smith is definitely beginning to bring those knees in the clinch into play.
Getting a break here from the ref. They're going to allow the clinch fighting to go on just a little bit longer. That's the twist that the EM Legends bring to this tournament. We're using their rule set for K1 style. And as long as they're working with power techniques to let them hold on to the clinch a little bit longer. Of course, no elbows, and that's one of the things that a Muay Thai guy like Smith is going to have in the arsenal, but they're not allowed under this rule set. It's that limited clinch.
But I do feel in that limited clinch now, Jordan is just beginning to assert his authority here, Chris. And like you predicted, he's looking to tie up a lot more in this second round.
Nice lead hand there from Smith. Smith looking to spin.
What that clinch work is doing is negating the good boxing of Sun Chao, who's very dangerous at that range. He's good with his knees as well, but I don't think as good as Smith when it comes to the clinch.
Nice knees there again from Smith, but Pushed into the ropes, not enough activity. Oh, strong right hand lands for Smith.
And he brought the right knee underneath, bringing it up to the boil here. Smith just turning up the heat now, Chris, on Sun Chao. And timing and shot choice, all important here from the man in the blue corner.
Body work again there from Sun Chao. Into the ropes, Smith turns off. Good work here from both men. This has been a exhausting pace. Both guys just expending so much energy. You wonder whether or not the oxygen debt is going to set in, but Smith looks pretty fresh.
It's an interesting point, Chris, but what he's doing as well is he's using his own punches to set up, to get those knees in and get into that clinch. And he's negated a lot of the skills of Sun Chao. Now, as we're seeing, tying him up, you mentioned how much that takes out of you. But look at Sun Chao there. There's the point. Well made, Chris. When you look at Sun Chao, it's because Jordan Smith has been the one exerting the pressure in those clinches. Could be vital in that third round.
Another twist is flying long haul to fight. They've come from China. They've obviously come a week early, but he's had to cut weight. He's had to deal with the change in time zone. When you're managing your diet and the weight cut and all these other things, that puts a lot of stress on you. But never mind that. Let's talk about the action here in the second round. Tons of great boxing from both guys. Smith looking for more knees than we saw in the first. I think that was a good adjustment. He may look to hit the clinch even more often in the third.
I think he will, Chris. I think you're dead right there. It's worked for him here. It's negated the punching ability of Sun Chao. Kru Sam, I think, will see that and say, this is where you need to be. He gets through fluidly with the knees, and we saw in that one exchange when they broke, Sun Chao, his shoulders slumped. He looked very tired. It's taken its toll, because even there, as he's pushing Jordan back, there's a little uppercut on the inside from Jordan. He looks far stronger and happier in the clinch. And for me, Sun Chao will want to try and keep this at range. I don't think Jordan Smith will want that at all.
It's very telling when you disconnect from the clinch and the other guy's got his arms down, his breathing. Third and final round here, Super Fight Series versus EM legend Chris Hoekstra alongside Malcolm Martin. Very privileged to be here with you folks. An amazing showcase of talent. Jordan Smith versus Sun Chao.
And as we said, the two tactics immediately as we thought. Jordan wanted to immediately get into the clinch. Sun Chao wanted to disengage and throw again, and then Jordan will walk him straight back down. Beautiful clash of styles here, Chris.
Blitz from Smith into the corner. As we expected. Kick again there from Smith. It's been a messy fight from both guys, but a very physical fight, a taxing fight.
And here's the thing, it's because Jordan Smith is not allowing Sun Chao the room to breathe. You can see how quickly he wants to close the gap down, look, get into that clinch and start working. Sun Chao, as you saw there, what does he want to do? He wants to break and get to this range.
Good tie up again from Smith. He's got to keep working here. They're going to let him work. A little bit of a lull in the action and then the separation. That's the difference. That's the EM Legends twist that we're seeing here.
But again, the knees come more effectively and quickly from Jordan Smith. And the longer it's at this range in this third round. Now, what's he being warned here for, Chris?
There may have been some rabbit punches to the back of the head. I couldn't tell. Smith was obviously trying to control. Couldn't tell what the foul was for from our angle on the monitor, though, Malk.
But you can see the tie-up there from Jordan Smith. He wanted to tie the man up there. Sun Chao desperate to break free. That's the difference. And I'm just wondering, the way Jordan broke so quickly and cleanly there, if the referee hasn't said to him actually about those techniques. We know there's more techniques allowed in the clinch, but he just looked a bit worried when he looked over to the referee there when they were in the clinch. And that would be a shame if it stops this rhythm, because as you saw again, look, he went to break. The referee has said something about the clinch, which has upset the rhythm of Jordan Smith.
Smith right hand, but that's only going one way, to grab the back and the crown of the head. He's punched his way into the clinch here. He's got to keep landing those strikes. Referee not happy. Too much hanging. Not enough activity to try to land significant strikes. Those are good punches there from Sun Chao.
Sun Chao is really going for broke here. He's staying in that pocket and consistently throwing that right hand. He's clipped Jordan Smith twice here. I think he knows that he doesn't want to be in that clinch. He doesn't like being there, and he's not even setting it up. He's throwing the right hand. But again, he's having to take those knees from Jordan Smith at every opportunity. There's the body language again when they disengage.
Sun Chao is exhausted. Smith winded as well, but he looks to have a little bit more pep in the step right now. This could be huge. Nice knee again.
Sun Chao bites on his gumshoe, looks to throw, but Jordan Smith is not allowing him that space. He's stifling him. He's taking the work rate out of him. He looks back to his corner and shakes his head, Sun Chao. Tired right hand this time, and again, Smith coming in, but he takes that right hand. There still could be a twist in this. Sun Chao landed that last right, Chris.
Short right over the top. Over the top of the guard. Cracking Jordan Smith. He was hanging on to him. That was a sign he was hit. That is 3 to the good. Both men leaving everything in the ring. Malcolm, we go the distance tonight. SFS versus EM Legends.
Now, looking at this, I think the adjustments made by Jordan Smith across the 3 rounds to negate that very good boxing of Sun Chao, especially from the middle of round 2 right to the very end of round 3 there when Sun Chao landed with that right hand, I think could edge it for him with the K1 style rules we're looking at here. I know it's EM Legends rules, but a lot of brilliant work in the clinch for me from Jordan Smith, but I think he was worried, as you saw there, the way he raised his hand with the way the referee mentioned the clinch.
And you can see Sun Chao framing up, trying to push his way out of there and punch on the inside of the exit. The clinch was key. We knew that was going to be an important factor in this fight. Which way will it go? Only one way to find out. Let's get the official announcement coming right up.
Our sponsor for this contest, ladies and gentlemen, and presenting the trophy is Mr. Chao. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, after the 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this about the same way, 29-28, for your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Chao.
Well, the judges have gone with Sun Chao's boxing. Jordan Smith looked very disappointed there, but the scorelines were roughly the same for each of the judges there. And Sun Chao takes this back. Big win for EM Legends.
Thank you.